Uh, Happy Tuesday evening. It's about 10:15 p.m. West Coast time. I haven't posted anything substantive on this page, my main page, in about a month since it got permanently banned 4 weeks ago yesterday. I got it back yesterday, and I've been reading a lot and thinking a lot about the level of just blatant, flagrant, out in the open corruption of Donald Trump and his family during his second term. And we're not even 4 months in. Leading up to the 2024 election, I think the company was World Liberty Financial. It was the first Trump crypto coin that Donald Trump and his two sons were selling. And that coin, when you purchased any of those coins, there was a 75%, it was either a commission or licensing fee. So if you bought $1 worth of that crypto coin, 75 cents of it went directly into the pockets of Donald Trump and his two adult sons. And there was one guy, a crypto billionaire from China, who was under investigation from the SEC, a guy named Justin Sun, who bought $75 million worth of World Liberty Financial crypto coins, I think the month before Election Day last year, which put $57 million directly into the pockets of Donald Trump and Eric Trump and Donald Trump Jr. And then after Trump took office, he instructed the SEC to stop investigating Mr. Sun. Don Jr. last month was in Serbia, putting together a deal for a Trump hotel in Belgrade. Eric Trump was in Dubai last week, and the Qatari government announced that they are purchasing $2 billion worth of Trump crypto coins. And then we see this. There was a trucking company, a small trucking company, that announced they're going to sell $20 million worth of bonds so that they can buy $20 million worth of Trump crypto coin so that they can have some influence when it comes to trucking regulations and freight regulations. And during Trump's first term, there was corruption, but it was small ball. I mean, over the course of his 4 years during his first term, I think he only made about $150 million from Trump Hotel in Washington, D.C. He owns an interest in a building out here, a very famous building in San Francisco at 555 California Street. And the Qatari government leased an entire floor of office space in that building and never moved in a single person or a single piece of furniture during the 4 years that Trump was in office during his first term. They were just funneling that money directly to Donald Trump. The corruption that is happening during his second term is going to be in the tens of billions of dollars of personal enrichment for Donald Trump and his family. And they are all doing all of this out in the open very publicly because nobody is stopping them. And Donald Trump doesn't believe that anybody is going to be able to stop them from doing this. And he also knows that the people who voted for him are complete fucking morons. They are dumb and they are gullible and they are easily manipulated. And they're still donating money to him and buying shitty tchotchkes off of his website. Even though he doesn't need a legal defense fund anymore. What are you going to do about that? I mean, Jesus Christ. But think back over the last 2 years. 2022, well, think back on 2023 and 2024. Republican controlled House of Representatives spent 2 solid years, multiple committees, multiple hearings every single week, multiple witnesses investigating Hunter Biden, Hunter Biden's laptop, 10% for the big guy, and these overseas deals that on their best day amounted to maybe $10 million. And they spent 2 years tirelessly, daily, investigating Hunter Biden, Joe Biden's brother, the Biden crime family, money laundering in Ukraine, bribes from Ukraine that turned out to be fabricated. Their main witness on that is in prison for lying to the FBI about that. And now Republicans are just like, yeah, no, it's all of this other stuff is fine. You know, Jared Kushner pocketed $2 billion from the Saudis on his way out of the Oval Office in January 2021. That's fine. But Hunter Biden, the scale of the corruption, I mean, it's in less than 4 months, it got to a point where this trucking company announced publicly, we are going to sell bonds and raise $20 million so that we can buy $20 million worth of Trump's crypto coin so that we can get some FaceTime with the President of the United States and hopefully influence policy. It has become a standard business practice now to openly bribe the President of the United States of America by buying his crypto coin and putting money directly into his pocket. Nothing like this has ever happened before. Richard Nixon's first vice president, Adlai Stevenson, had to resign from office or be prosecuted because he took a $10,000 kickback on some scheme. 10 grand, he had to give up the vice presidency. Trump and his family, because they recognize it's their last shot. This is Trump's last shot, this last term. And he is going to milk it for tens of billions of dollars in corrupt money paid to him through overseas business deals and through his shitty cryptocurrency. And nobody gives a shit. On the right, he's the business man. That's what his supporters keep telling me. Donald Trump, the business man. He does business. He the business man. He doing business. They're completely fine with it. Because, as I said, they're dumb and gullible and easily manipulated. They think he's doing a great job on the economy. They think tariffs are going to make them rich. That's how fucking dumb these people are. And they do not care about corruption when it's their guy. They don't give a shit at all.